Hello and welcome to another Minecraft series that I am doing. I used to do all the mod series, but I kind of stopped doing that. But I kind of like modded Minecraft and Minecraft in general, so we're gonna do something a little bit laid back, a little bit more laid back. There's gonna be one mod we're focusing on. There's another mod we'll get to later on, but we'll worry about that later. But the first mod, or the main mod we're going to be focusing on, is the Create mod. As you can already see, I kind of already got started a little bit, but this is all I've done. I've collected resources and did this little water wheel thing. Now, I think everyone and their mama has started a Minecraft world, you know, and that's just pretty much what I done. So I figured, just cut that out. It's boring. Who cares? The main focus of this series is going to be more about the Create mod and how I do certain things in it. I've played around with the Create mod quite a bit, so we're just going to show like my process and show my builds, and just maybe we'll have a good time in the meantime, you know? That's just what we'd be doing. The first thing I want to get are the engineer's goggles. But they require a golden sheet. I also noticed they require... Wait, do they require... glass? Okay. Just regular old glass. So we'll just smelt some of that up. And it's getting nighttime. See, this is how early on I am. I don't even have a bed. I do have, however, a diamond shovel. Why did I use my first diamond on a diamond shovel? Alright, let's go to bed. So the main drawback, or the main thing holding us back from getting the engineer's goggles is this golden sheet. Gold, not an issue. Have a little bit somewhere. Yeah, right there. A little bit of gold, you know. Enough. But we need to smack it. And to smack it, as my brain just connected the pieces together, we need this thing, the mechanical press. Mechanical press needs a block of iron, though. I do not have enough iron, actually. So all that resource gathering, I need to do more of. I'm back from my mining trip, and as you could see, I got a little bit hungry, so I made a couple of things. But I got just enough iron, and I got quite a bit of andesite, because I need both of them. Let's get rid of some of this junk in my inventory. And let's make a smacker. So all you need is this block of iron, and that's like the biggest shenanigans. But you also need, which is not very expensive, so I wasn't worried about it, depot. To depot. Yes, whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm taking the basic assumption that you guys can look at the crafting recipes, so I'm not going to explain them too much. But you can use zinc as make the andesite alloy, but you need a lot of andesite, so yeah. And then to get andesite alloy casing, or whatever they want to call it, you need to strip logs in the world, and then right-click. Just like that. And you got your casing. So we're gonna get a first example of another mod that we have in here. We take a chest, some leather, and some string. We can get a sophisticated backpack. I don't... Oh, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, sophisticated backpacks. I can color them, and that's kind of cool. Pretty sure I can upgrade it with iron, but you can tell our iron situation. I'm gonna try not to craft too many andesite alloys right now, because you will see in a moment what my plan is. Let's craft this depot. Who knows? Who cares? Language is made up. We put that there. Put that there. Take some of this gold. Slap it on there. And the smacker. It's very slow. But it does its thing. We're actually going to speed that up because I'm impatient. So this is one of the most basic concepts you can do and create. Now, this thing is spinning very slow. It is spinning very strongly. It's just spinning very slow. So we need to make it go faster. So one way you can change the speed of the rotation is by changing the size of the gears. So going from large to small, you increase the speed. And if you go on the same shaft, large to small again, it goes even faster. That's going to put more stress on the system because it's going faster. And we'll get all about that in a moment here when I can actually view what this is doing. But now, since I have it going through a couple gears, it is moderately faster. But now, since we could smack some gold, we can get the engineer goggles. And I believe it's cool, and we can do that. And I can wear a helmet too. Awesome. So now, if I get the stress meter out, we can see we have 1,500 capacity for stress right now because of the system. And this is using 128 stress. If we so happen to remove all this cool stuff we just did, put the stress meter back here, just so it's using whatever, who cares? We can see this is only using a fraction of that. The faster it goes, the more stress it uses. But at the same time, things go faster, so that's cool. Another thing we can do with a stress unit is if we just put it in there, we get a speedometer. You can see we going very slow. But the more important thing is stress, so I'm going to keep it at that for the majority. Now we're going to do a little bit of a test. If we go small to large, we can see the speed. So this goes even slower. I've tested the maximum speed in this game. I don't know what it is. I forgot. It's ridiculously fast. So how slow can you go? So 1 RPM. Can we go slower than that? Holy Jesus. None. Rotation speed. None. Can it go even slower? How slow can it go? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know. I don't have enough gears to test it currently. But the slowest I got is 0.01 rotations per minute. So what would that take? This would take hours to do one rotation. Someone do the math. Editor me, do the math of how long it would take for this to rotate. So we're gonna have this little mechanism here that's just gonna speed it up. I'm gonna make this look pretty eventually. We're gonna have like a little workshop area here, and it's gonna look pretty, and you're all gonna be like, wow, that's so cool. And we're like, yeah, no, I'm just like that cool. I don't know if I'm doing that. I regret doing that. Why did I do that? Anyway, I have a next step that I want to do. And the second step, I need more resources. Yeah. So, back down to the mines we go. So looking for a new spot to mine, I found a village. Time to go and do some theft. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple other mods I have installed currently. As you can see here, this bridge is not natural to this little area, although it fits so perfectly, though. Like, if they just changed the wood type. I installed all of Young's mods. So better mine shafts, better witch huts, and better strongholds. Pretty much all the mods that that person has released, because all of them are awesome. And also, we have acquired help, which is very important, and I was actually gonna need to go looking for some kelp, so this is good. By the way, I'm trying to look for a new cave to go mining in. That's the purpose. That's the purpose of now. Okay, there's just a dead ender pearl here. This... Huh. You know, that seems like I just kind of cheated, but, like, I promise you I did not... I didn't do that. It was just there. I was literally just thinking about, hey, I need an ender pearl because I need this thing. The rest I can get, but the ender pearl I didn't have yet, but I guess I have it now. We'll talk about that in a minute. The melons were like right here too, just for reference. So I did just get a saddle from the village. And there is a horse here, so I wonder if he wants to be my friend. Not at all. Be my friend. We will be friends. I am determined. We shall be friends. I promise we're gonna be friends. Another village over there. Hello? Guess we'll go investigate that after I befriend my horse here. Oh, and he's like Quickster too. Is that a geode? Oh, I think this is Create mod stuff. Yeah. Huh. Got more calcite too, which has some Create bricks associated with it. Might just kind of remember this is here, not fill up my inventory at all. I don't want to worry about it. Where'd my horse go? There he is. Gotta come up with a name with this horse. What shall we call the gray horse? He's like really good too. Oh, look at this cool like river I found. That's kind of neat. Love the new 1.18 terrain. Always finding little neat stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the other mod I have installed, which some of you may have already caught it a couple times. But it is the Mine Colonies mod. I also have one other kind of solo mod, but we'll get to that later. But the idea of all the mods I have in here, I believe they all should be added to vanilla Minecraft to some degree. The Mine Colonies mod, which you can make your own colony and have... I feel like that kind of system, to some degree, maybe not exactly as Mine Colony does it, should be added to Minecraft. Now, the only exception to this little, maybe not one-to-one, is Create. That is like Create should just be added to Minecraft. It should just be a toggleable feature. Pretty much. There are a couple things maybe I could see, but the general system of these cogwheels and windmills and water wheels, please add it to the video games. It is beautiful. Anyway, enough gushing over this mod. I need to give my horse a nice little home. Hello. It has been a little bit since I've played, so we're gonna wrap up this episode real quick here because I did quite a bit of building. I haven't really progressed much in the create mod, but I've done quite a couple building since the last time you saw this place. So I'm just gonna, do a little walkthrough. We have a little bridge here. We have the create stuff, the water wheel going across and into the house. This is kind of temporary little storage area. But I finally made the workshop. It is looking pretty nice, I think. But this workshop here is just here to get us kind of rolling with the create mod, if you will. So we can start making things and building bigger builds. It is just a simple little thing. So I'll go through starting here and in there. Just right here, simple. We went over this in the rest of the video. Mechanical press. You shove stuff in there and it gets smacked. Simple as that. Over here has one purpose, and that's to cut wood, because I've discovered if you cut strip logs, you get 6 planks instead of 4. So it's better to do that. You want the wood. But that's what this is all about. And this is here just in case I want in case I want to put stripped logs in here. Then we have a smelter here, because you can, in the create mod, you can put a fan back there, put lava in front of it, and then on a belt or a depot or many other ways, you can cook stuff. So I can shove stuff in here that needs to be cooked, specifically cooked, like ore. You can't put, like, food and such in here. There's a different way to do that. I wonder... Yeah. Bulk... Haunting? Whatever, you do it with campfires. And then you can actually cook stuff. Like food and whatnot. This is just a way to cook without using fuel. Right here we have a a mixer set up. So you can put one ingredient there and one ingredient back there, and it will mix it. And it will go in here. And this is just a one-time saw, because if you cut andesite alloy, I think you might need 2. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, you get 6 from 1. Which is good, because you get 8 from 2 normally, so there you go. I'm in to look behind the scenes, because that's always fun. You got all the mechanisms back here, which I can kind of explain a little bit. On this side is the more simple part. So we have the shaft coming here. And I learned this little trick. Actually, I think it's coming there. Is it? Oh, no. The shaft goes here, then here, then here, then here. And that speeds it up twice. But I learned this little trick. If you cover up the gears and then put another gear, they won't connect. So you can kind of tell these are going at different speeds. Then you have it kind of going over here for the clock. That doesn't really matter. Then through here, we have the press. So you have a little belt here that connects there, this shaft, and down there. So, and then this gets speed up a little bit because you want that going faster. This whole belt system here is basically connected to all the belts on the other side. And I'm pretty sure the only other machine powered is the saws, which need to go in the opposite direction of your belts when you have them on belts like that. So these are vertical gearboxes, so it kind of switches the rotation. That's all that's happening here. And then we have the power going up there and there. All this really does here is, this is an encased belt drive. It works similar to this. They have different functions, but they work pretty similar to this. I just wanted to use it here because it's cool. But basically all this does is power the fans that are back here. So they, you know, blow and whatnot. They're cool like that. And then with this line, it slows it down actually a little bit. You want it to have a good amount of time to go across there, so that's what's happening here. And I'm pretty sure the speed of the fans does not affect the speed of processing. So that's what happens. They have slowed it down a little bit so it can go across its time. Anyway, over here is a mess. But you have the rod coming through here. Oh god. So remember, on this side we need, this is the easy section, because all this is powering a saw and a thing. But we still need to power it. Over here it's a little bit more complex because we need to power this, and preferably faster. We need to have this barrel going into the side of the basin there. We also need the belt underneath to be going the correct direction. So, trying to figure it out as I go here. So that comes through here. This, we'll worry about that gear later. It goes through a gearbox, another gearbox, and then there is a conveyor belt you can barely see, and basically it goes down. You can barely see in there. It goes down and is a funnel. So this kind of goes through here and then in there. This conveyor belt, or this cogwheel, connects here, and then it goes down and goes over there. This is one of the advantages to the chain drives, is you can kind of twist them like this. So that's kind of why that's being used there. Anyway, so there's a little rotational force that just speeds up over there. You know, boom, boom, boom. Perfect. But this also connects down here to the drive belts. So this section here and those two encased ones control the conveyor belts on the other side. And then you have this section, which just gets this a-going. So that is what we have right now, and I'm starting working on the house and figuring that out. I now want to, because I've been to the Nether. We can explore that a little bit next episode. But I want to put my blaze burner, because I could have made this a little simpler if I didn't do all that. And I didn't have space for the blaze burner. I now need to... Damn. So what does the blaze burner do? Well, it does many things, but the reason we want it now is brass. Brass is amazing. But there's only one way to get it. We need to throw copper, zinc, into a heated blaze burner to get brass. This is the only way to get it, pretty much. Besides for uncrafting the blocks, whatever. That makes sense, and whatever. I have a perfect amount of zinc and copper, actually. That's kind of funny. But we're gonna shove the copper down here. It doesn't really matter. And the zinc up there. And you can see they're both in there, but they can't do anything. They're like, what are we supposed to do? We gotta have stuff to do. But as soon as we feed this guy, make him angry, he'll start cooking. And there's probably some brass in there already. Look at that go. My next goal with the create mod, is either to build a farm. Oh, I might do a mixture of both. My next two goals is to build a farm. Probably potato farm, so I can have food. And then I also want to get an automated way to get all the basic guys in Create. So it's shafts, cogwheels, large ones, gearboxes, maybe some of these other fancier ones. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But you can automate all of this. With andesite, you can get iron nuggets from washing gravel, and you can get gravel from cobblestone, and you can get cobblestone from a cobblestone gen. You can get andesite. You can mix andesite with lava, gravel, and flint, and as we talked about, we can get gravel. And flint you can get from washing gravel. But we need a lot more power for these situations. We got an amount, but we need a lot more power, and there's a good way at this stage to get a lot more power. And that, my friend, would be the Windmill Baron. So that can get us apparently up to 8,000 stress units. And also, you know, bonus points. It's actually kind of cool looking, so you know, the only thing that matters. Anyway, that is it for this episode. So thank you all for watching, and as the sun sets, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.